Welcome to the addendum to Basketball Illuminati. I'm Zach Harper, live from New York. We got Mo Dakhil live from LA. We got American Wosny Lambre, also live from Los Angeles. This is the second Illuminati show of the week. And gentlemen, this is the Do You Believe addendum of Basketball Illuminati, in which we have three topics. We will figure out if we believe in any of them or all of them. And so let's start off with the first topic. And I'm going to read a quote. Okay, I'm going to read a quote from our esteemed commissioner, Mr. Adam J. Silver. I actually don't know if J is his middle name, but we'll just go with that for now. Might be Bartholomew or something like that. He was on the Dan Patrick Show on Wednesday, and Dan Patrick asked him if there are any wild ideas the NBA has considered for changing the game, and he offered this one up. Quote, something else that I'm a fan of, and I'm probably in the minority as we get more involved in global basketball, the NBA is the only league that plays 48 minutes. And I'm a fan of 4 10-minute quarters. I'm not sure that many others are. Putting aside what it means for records and things like that, I think that a 2-hour format for a game is more consistent for modern television habits. People in arenas aren't asking us to shorten the game, but I think as a television program, being 2 hours, yes, Olympic basketball is 2 hours. He said college basketball is 2 hours. He also offered up the idea that this would be the equivalent of eliminating 15 games, roughly. He didn't have the exact math, but of eliminating 15 games so we wouldn't have load management issues anymore, guys. We wouldn't have stars sitting out. So, Woz, let me start with you. Do you believe Adam Silver's right? We should be having 40-minute NBA games.
Look, I want to preface this by saying I don't think Adam Silver is a complete fucking idiot. He's not. But that was a completely idiotic thing that he just said.
Now, this is not allegedly that close. It would take a lot, I think, to get this through. But he was said, what's a wild idea? So I just want to clarify that.
I don't think it's actually that wild of an idea. I don't think it's wild enough. That's the thing. He's getting at the main issue, which is the sheer amount of games, which is overkill. Everybody knows it. Even Adam Silver knows it. He can feel it. How inessential so many of these games feel. It's because there's 82 of them. Okay. And shortening the game by 8 minutes is a nice thing to do. Mm-hmm. I actually completely agree with him. I think the game should be started shorter. Hell, the All-Star game, we should start with that. Those should be 8 hours.
I'm here for that.
The idea that we're playing 12 minutes of All-Star is ridiculous.
Well, no, now we got the tournament, Woz.
Yeah, now it's different. We'll see how that one works out.
For, 3 years until they change it.
They're going to be so amped to play against the G League All-Stars. They're going to be so motivated and excited to play against those bums. Anyway, I think it's a nice start. I think it's a nice start. I think it's definitely something we should do. I think guys will generally play. You know, how the smartest coaches, like John Morant's playing something like 31 minutes a game right now. Mm-hmm. I think the smartest coaches will, lower the workload of their best players. It's something more manageable. Like, Tibbs will only play Josh Hart instead of, 39 minutes a game. He'll play him 33 minutes a game. You know what I mean? I think it's a great idea. I just don't think it's enough. And it's just like indicative of Adam Silver's thinking and management style. It's like, let's do this half measure instead of doing the real thing.
Now, Mo, I don't believe coaches will adjust the rotation. Oh, we got a 40-minute game? I can play LeBron 37 minutes? I'm playing LeBron 37 minutes. Like, that's what I think is going to happen. I think if you want to eliminate technically 15 games worth of minutes, just eliminate 15 fucking games.
Right. It's very simple. First off, I'm disappointed in Woz, proud American Woz, saying he agrees with this idea just in the pure fact of this is a very unpatriotic idea. He's getting this from Europe. He's getting this from Europe.
No,
He's
Mo.
saying this from the global game. I'm not okay with this. I am not happy at all with
it's attacking the well-being of a union. It's very
guys. First of all,
fair enough.
First of all, NATO. The Europeans are our allies in NATO. We support everything they do, and so I don't see why we should shun their ideas of the game of hoop that we invented. And made popular and are the greatest at. But I do think the games are too long. Why should a basketball game be 2.5 hours?
I'll tell you what. They're not. They're longer. And I'll tell you why. Eliminate challenges. Just stop with the whole replay stuff. Get rid of all of that. Get rid of everything that you have in every, just together in that stuff. That stuff takes way too damn long. That is what's really kind of the biggest thing. That's the biggest pain in the ass when you're watching a game on TV, more than anything else, of it being longer and just feeling like that. I want to read a quote from LeBron because he's going to talk about this as eliminating 15, equivalent of eliminating 15 games.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the minutes. It's the games. The minutes don't mean anything. We can play a 50-minute game if we have to. It's just the games. We as players think it's too many games in our seasons. 82 games are a lot. But it's not the minutes. Shorten the season by 10. I just think you can cut out 10 games easily, get all the national TV games you want. Yes, you'll lose money at the gate in terms of that, but you can just get everything that you need in just 72 games. Spread it out so there's no back-to-backs. Guys don't have to play. You may not eliminate load managing completely, but in the sense of hey, we're going to actually have better product on the floor with guys a little more rested in that stuff. This whole concept of the 10 minutes, get rid of you're losing the bench completely because they're not going to cut down their guys' minutes. They're not going to go down from 37 minutes to 28. I don't see that happening.
Josh Hart's still playing 41 minutes in a 40-minute game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Tibbs wouldn't even notice that the game. Tibbs is so late to his subs, he would just be like, "Oh, we're at halftime already. This is great."
By the way, I just checked a bunch of games from last night and the game duration. Most of them are about 2 hours, 15 minutes. Which is still long, but it's not 2.5 hours, right? The Warriors game last night was 2.5 hours. The Knicks game, the nationally televised game was, 2:20 and 2:30 between the two of them. But most games are about 2:10, 2:15. It's not that far off from 2 hours. You could do things to speed up. You could have fewer free throws. You could have better officiating and not have so many stoppages. But yeah, I think it eliminates the middle class. This is what I wrote in the newsletter, right? Stars will still play big minutes. Load management will still be a thing. As long as we have 82 games, it's still going to be a thing. And the middle class is going to be essentially eliminated from the NBA. The mid-level players, there's no reason to pay them, right? I can play my start. Now they might get injured and everything, sure, but it actually changes the structure of the union quite significantly. Now we'll see if CJ McCollum and everybody care about that at the top of the union because those guys are still getting paid. So what do they care? I also think conforming to the international, kind of what Mo was saying, conforming to international basketball, the NBA is the standard. The NBA is the gold standard of basketball in the world. Everyone is trying to work their way out of the international game to get to the NBA because that's where the money is. That's where the competition is. Why are we trying to lessen that? That's dumb to me. And then one thing Adam Silver did say, which I give him credit for, is he said the promotion of the game needs work. Fully identified that. Did try to toe the line of I'm not saying our media partners are at fault or whatever, but
they are at fault.
They're at fault. It's bad. It's the main one is real bad at promoting the game. And so to me, the structure of the game isn't the issue. I don't think how many 3-pointers it take is the issue. I don't think it's any of that. I think the promotion of the game has been really weak for about 10 years now. And the NBA doesn't really know how to fix that problem. To me, it's a marketing issue more than, hey, we need shorter games to fit it into this 2-hour time slot. I just don't look at that as a solution to anything they think might be a problem, especially when you're constantly trying to tell us, hey, the ratings aren't that bad. We're the NBA.
So just on one point that I disagree with you guys about, they're going to play these guys 37 minutes anyway. The bottom line is most guys who aren't Josh Hart aren't playing hard for 37 minutes a game.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can get a guy to down to 30, which means he can play 30 hard-ass minutes at a time every single game, I just do think that's better than – and then, the subs who you then bring in are playing that much harder and better while they're in the game. That's just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. I do think, you can't make a guy play 41 hard minutes in a game. I'm sorry. I just don't – I don't think that's a possibility.
That's fair.
But Waz, the other thing though too is it's not like
especially
they're playing
over the course of 82 games. In the playoffs where we get 2 and 3 days off every single clip, all right, cool. Over 82 games, traveling and all that crazy shit in between, nobody's playing 38 hard minutes a game.
But you're asking a bench player to come in because he's not going to just get 10 straight minutes, right? You're asking a bench player to come in who's been sitting there. They need usually a minute or two to just get warm when they're running on the court. It's not like guys come in and just immediately start going. That's their allotment, 2 or 3 minutes a quarter. And it took them, they barely find a flow or a rhythm in the game in that sense. I think it's an incredibly hard ask to ask a bench guy to come in and just go completely cold.
They got to go harder in warm-up.
2 or 3 minutes. Warm-ups was
sweat,
45
baby.
minutes ago. How
my
long
God,
the
those
game
pre-warm-up
was.
3-on-3 games going to be fucking legit, man. Also, just so you know, another proud American, Cooper Flagg, plays 31.8 minutes per game in the college atmosphere. So maybe Waz is onto something. That's Cooper Flagg. That's our next great white hope.
He's a young, vibrant, vivacious kid. Great kid, by the way. Oh my God, he's got all the intangibles.
Down, salt of the earth.
He's got all the intangibles. This kid has a motor like I've never seen.
A motor, you say?
He's never let anybody outwork him. He's gonna outwork every single one of his opponents.
Even as an athlete, he's still sneaky athletic. He'll sneak up on you.
Sneakily faster than every single person at his position.
Scrappy.
Jumps higher, stronger. Yeah. It's sneaky though. It catches up on you.
It catches up on you, and man. I don't know about you. I watch those games, those Duke games. It's like having another coach on the floor.
Oh yeah, my God.
Also, I can't confirm this, but I do believe he's the last one out of the gym. I don't know if he's the first one in the gym, but I do know he's the last one out.
No, I think so. The janitors actually get there before him. They actually have to open up the gym for him, so they're there first.
See, now I heard he opens up for the janitors.
Yeah,
off the floor to get a sweat.
By the way, guys, he doesn't leave. He has an apartment there in the gym. He has a bed,
but it's a studio.
His locker
he's humble.
His locker's a Murphy bed. His locker comes down and it turns into a little bed.
He sleeps on a cot, wakes up, and takes 1,000 jumpers every morning
with no mattress. By the way, he just sleeps on the steel to harden himself and get ready. He doesn't want to be soft.
Nobody's ever worked harder.
Hey guys, speaking of ball is life, I got a next topic for you. LaMelo Ball. Is LaMelo Ball life? Is LaMelo Ball an all-star? We're going to find out tonight. If you're listening to this on Friday, then you already know. But we're going to find out Thursday night whether or not LaMelo Ball, the East leader for all-star fan votes for the guard position, we're going to find out if LaMelo Ball was named an all-star reserve. So I want to ask, do you believe, Mo Dakhil, that LaMelo Ball should be an all-star this year? I'll remind you, he's averaging about 30 points a game. His numbers are good. What is he, 29.8 and 7 or something like that?
Yeah.
Numbers are good. Shooting percentages.
Don't look at those. Don't look at those.
Don't really look at the records, man. This is a kid who's got the 4th most views on the internet, 29 points a game. He's hooping. He's got a bag. He deserves his all-star flowers, maybe, Mo? What do you believe he's an all-star?
No. And I think that's the whole I think, listen, part of it is you got to bag all that stuff. Your team is freaking awful. Awful. And it's not like you're helping your team win. Now, if I'm just picking an all-star just for pure entertainment, then yeah, he would make it. But if I'm just picking it to reward what you've done this season, wins have to account to a degree. Not a whole lot, but to a degree in that sense. He's only played 31 games, so he's missed a bunch, a good amount of the season as well. And his shooting percentage is awful in terms of effective field goal percentage. I would say I'd rather have Tyler Hero than LaMelo Ball as an all-star.
Wait, what? Neither of them are all-stars. What are we doing this Tyler Hero stuff for?
Tyler Hero's having an incredibly efficient year.
I'd have him before LaMelo.
Okay, I'd have 6 guards before either
one of those guys are on my all-star team, just so you know.
Yeah,
and my
that's
team is
not mine. I'm just
LaMelo,
giving you.
who, 30 points a game, you can't take that away from him.
Well, his ankles usually do.
He just straight up hasn't played.
His ankles just do not.
One
They
of
don't work. Hold up.
the
It's
most
crazy, man.
popular guys in the league by any metric, any qualitative
Dude, sells
analysis.
jerseys, he gets views, he's got followers. Sneakers are selling. Yeah,
are running out of the store.
I bought my nephew a pair of LaMelos for Christmas. They're great.
Has LaMelo Ball played in a single consequential game this year?
This year? Hold on. I'm on it.
They've been garbage.
But hold on, Waz.
This season was over before it started.
They beat the Rockets, who are the 2 seed.
Oh, God.
They beat the Pacers, who are back. They beat the Bucks, who...
We're talking about October, November?
Beat the Pacers twice? Yeah, we are talking about October. And then, 8-game losing streak here, 10-game losing streak here. And then recently beat the Suns.
Who hasn't?
The Jazz, the Bulls.
Dude.
The Mavericks. No Luka there, but I don't think Kyrie played either.
Kyrie played that game.
And the Pels, who, they got a bunch of talent.
One of the worst teams in the NBA.
Yeah.
Street clothes.
The Pelicans are.
Look, man, hold on, but the Hornets have won 5 of their last 9.
He's not an all-star player. But look, if you want to go with popularity, the fans love him. The kids love him. He's having a career year, which says a lot about his career, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
He was not on my ballot. No shot.
All right, let me ask you this. Should he, since this is quote unquote a game for the fans? No.
Come on.
No.
Zach LaVine might not make this team.
Yeah, he won't. Because, you think about I think Trae Young's making it. Mm-hmm. I think Trae Young's not shooting well, but he's played pretty good basketball, right?
Right.
Darius Garland's going to make it. No question. Yeah. I think Cade's going to make it. No question.
Yes.
And then you have guys. Now, what is in LaMelo's favor is he has made an all-star team before, and that generally does help, right? It was 5 years ago, but it generally does help. You've got Tyrese Maxey, you've got Tyrese Halliburton. All the Tyreses are in the mix here.
He's not had a better season than either one of those guys.
If you've got Ty in your name and you're in the East backcourt, you got a chance.
You have a conversation.
Yeah. He should be Ty Melo Ball.
I just think his game is so frivolous, man. There's nothing serious about his game.
Fault? Because that team is bad. Is it his fault?
No, it's actually Jordan's fault. But still,
I'm blaming Frank Kaminsky.
Frank the Tank.
He set the culture there before LaMelo got there.
Environment. I do wonder if since it's a game for the fans, I do want, if he led fan voting, and it's not like some Zaza Pachulia shit. Fans and young fans genuinely like him. If you want young people to watch, also, should they kind of make sure he gets in?
I won't be up in arms. It's not.
I don't think it's ridiculous if he makes
Jamal McGlure situation happening here, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't lose my shit if he did.
It's not
if
Dale
he doesn't
Davis making the All-Star team, right?
Thought PJ Brown getting an MVP.
Hey guys,
vote.
that was back when they cared about the All-Star game. That was when it was.
When it
mattered. What about when Chris Gatlin made it?
I'm not sure if I cared then.
I don't think it meant something, but these guys had enough personal and professional pride to be like, if I'm playing basketball on TV, I'm actually going to try.
Yeah. What's funny is everyone does make the argument of his game is fit for the All-Star game.
I don't give a fuck about that.
But hold on. Not if they want it to be more competitive and more defense, right? The way that you're trying to get it away from, I agree. His game fits perfectly. But if they're trying to make it more competitive, I don't know that that's actually true. But again, he led all guard, Donovan Mitchell, Trae Young, Damian Lillard, Jalen Brunson, he led them all in fan votes. And and he was third in player votes.
He's going to take Trae Young's spot, and I'm not going to be happy about it.
I do think Trae Young is definitely an all-star over him.
Trae Young should be an all-star.
His shooting has been shit, but his play has been good.
But here's the thing: I equate LaMelo's Balls game a lot to Jason Williams' game, And Jason Williams never made an All-Star. Like,
hold on, man.
I just searched it.
Were you talking about Duke J. Williams?
No,
you talking about Shotgun J. Williams? Or are you talking about White Chocolate
he's
J.
talking
Williams?
about the guy who shot his limo driver, J. Williams.
Oh, boy. We've gotten we went places I wasn't ready for.
That's what you get for sullying the name of the great.
No,
Jason
I love White Chocolate. Like, he should have been. He should have been. He'd be perfect for an All-Star game in general. The way he played back then, he never made an All-Star game. All I'm saying is, when I look at it, he
wasn't good enough. Like, he didn't score.
I mean, it in that sense, but it's exciting and fun to watch him. He'd be fun. He'd be a fun environment for an All-Star player. It's a great situation. LaMelo made his All-Star. We don't need him again. I don't think he's an All-Star. He has to play, at least try to play somewhat winning basketball.
Play 4,500 ball.
Yeah, right. Just close.
Yeah, but man, I don't know that that's his fault.
Some of it is not his fault. Is
sure.
He playing like
sure. I mean, his team sucks.
It does, but he doesn't even. But like, so by that he comes out to saying like, "Cool, my team sucks. I'm going to jack up a million shots, terrible shots left and right."
Empty calories.
Oh my God, the emptiest. He's a bag of Doritos.
They're minus. What flavor?
Don't do that to
Cool
Doritos.
Ranch. Yeah, let's not throw Cool Ranch under the bus here.
Cool Ranch
might be a sponsor too.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, look, Cool Ranch Dorito. I'm not being sponsored by Nacho Cheese Doritos, but Cool Ranch Doritos. You want to sponsor us? You can get it. I mean, this is whatever, but like they're minus 2.1 per 100 possessions with him on the court, minus 6.7 with him off the court. So they're still losing, but it's a more competitive game when he's on the court. So, he
is, unlike Jason Williams, who's never been like some focal point of an offense or a team, he is the focal point of that offense. Like, he's the driver
and now, like,
of what they do.
Brandon Miller's been, he's done for the year, right? He's been out for a little bit. Right, But I mean, they were shit before.
They were good, but it wasn't a thing. But it's just now it's just him going more shots.
Yeah, I mean, he's jacking shots historically.
I mean, he is going to take, and I'm not talking about heaves at the end of the quarter. I can see him just taking one from behind half court.
Yeah, he did that in high school. Like, pointed to the half court line, pulled up as like a sophomore, knocked it down cold. Man, he'll do that. He won't play defense, but he'll do that. It's fun. I feel like I've been trying to convince you guys of LaMelo. I haven't picked him at all.
You take him.
All right, one more. You mentioned Jamal McGlure. You name dropped Jamal McGlure, who was nicknamed affectionately Big Cat. What about the other cat, Karl Anthony Towns? All right, we've got a tweet from our good friend Draymond Green from last night. Last night, the Knicks beat the Denver Nuggets at home, a battle of Jokic versus Cat, Jamal Murray versus Jalen Brunson. Knicks win 122-112 on a nationally televised game on ESPN. And who was watching? One Draymond Green, who tweeted, quote, "Cat in a full front on Joker, ... Even if you win the game, it don't matter. You will never hold the respect from an opponent to win at the highest level, ... Pride must make you sit down and guard, even if you give up 40, ... Winning is a mindset, and in order to win a championship, ... And tweet. Let me preface with this, right? Okay, before I get your thoughts. I believe it was after Cat's rookie season. So we're talking like this would have been the 73-9 Golden State Warriors in Cat's rookie season. Towards the end of the season, they went into Golden State and they beat the Warriors. Right, one of the last games of the regular season, they beat the Warriors by 7. Cat had 20, 12, 4 assists, couple blocks. He was good. He was +2 on the court. They win by 7. This is 2015-2016, Cat's rookie season. And
73 wins, Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And after that game, I've been told by very reliable sources that Draymond was all about Cat. Like, Cat's the next guy. And right, and like after that rookie year, everyone was thinking that way. Cat was amazing, right? Cat was incredible. He wasn't known as like that corny guy or a soft guy or whatever.
You were a big Cat guy, right. I remember.
Big Cat guy, man.
Yourself,
like absolutely.
Harper,
he was one of the he was as good as a rookie big man could be.
Remember that thing they used to do where they would ask NBA GMs and front office people, who was the player that you would start a franchise with?
He ran away with that question the next year. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, and Draymond, as far as I've been told, for at least a couple of years into Cat's career, was all about Cat. Like, yo, this kid's the truth. He's going to be the next guy, whatever. Not anymore. Like he doesn't feel that anymore. And a lot's happened. I get it. You know, the cat shine has worn off.
I mean, particularly on defense, which is what Draymond specializes in.
Yes.
It's like, bruh,
but
there's no reason you can't be better than what you are.
But Mo, do you believe that Draymond is correct here in his assessment of Cat cowardly fronting, full fronting Nikola Jokic? You don't do that as a winner. You don't do that and win championships. What's this guy talking about?
It will take me less than 5 minutes to find a clip of Draymond fronting Jokic
Nikola Jokic
in a game. It will take me less than 5 minutes to do that. It really won't. Like it is absolutely ridiculous and asinine. Like I'm so tired of Draymond being the arbiter of declaring of this is defense and this is the winning mentality and this and that. I'm so goddamn tired of this dude.
4 rings.
Yeah, he also fucking cost his team a season last year by choking out Rudy Gobert because he couldn't control his damn temper. It's like that's
the only time he's cost his team a championship or a chance, right?
Yeah, nothing comes to my recollection. I mean, definitely not in the 73-win season where he completely allowed blew a 3-1 lead. Like I'm so goddamn tired of Draymond with this art. You know, I'm going to be the guy to declare I'm the ultimate defender. I love him defensively, but just shut the hell up,
Mo. So Draymond specifically and Jokic specifically.
Yeah.
2022 playoffs, they played the Nuggets in the first round.
Mm-hmm. And what happened?
And Draymond, my entire watching him, probably the best post defender in the league.
Mm-hmm.
He used to stonewall every single big man that tried to post him one-on-one. It was one of the things that made that small ball lineup sing. Big men could not post Draymond Green up.
Clamps.
Right.
I'm watching the Denver series where literally Denver Nuggets are starting a Pizziolo at point guard. If you remember Campasso, the guy literally
yeah.
was making Neapolitans in the offseason. Literally. Okay. That's who Denver all had. Murray gone. Gordon, I think Gordon played.
Gordon played, yeah.
What's his name? Porter Jr. gone. Like, literally, they had none of their team. It's literally just Jokic. And I'm like, all right, Draymond Green, best post defender of his generation. Couldn't do shit with Jokic. In fact, Steve Kerr was just like, you know what? Fuck it. We're just going to triple team this fucking guy. And that's how we're going to win the series. And watching that series is when I became convinced that Jokic was like one of the best players in the NBA. That Draymond Green needed not just a double, he needed a triple team to stop this guy. Okay? And so I was like, all right, cool, whatever. Jokic is the guy. And I picked Denver to win the championship the next year after watching Draymond Green not be able to stop him for an entire playoff series. So to hear this fucking guy say, it's not a winner's man. Bro, I've watched you with Jokic surrounded by G Leaguers.
Well, hold on, Waz.
Need a triple team against this dude.
Let me throw a couple stats at you, all right?
Oh, okay.
You may think you remember that series a certain way, but these are Jokic's numbers in that 5-game series, all right? 31 points on 57% shooting, 13 rebounds, 5.8 assists. But Wosny, proud American, proud Serbian, apparently. Yeah. 1 win in 5 games.
Yeah, 1 win. Yeah, not a win.
Also, I forgot DeMarcus Cousins was on that Nuggets team and played like 10 minutes a game.
They had nobody in that series. Remember, it was a crazy ass series.
First of all, May said the famous Argentinian Pizziolo. First of all, as you guys know, a lot of Italians migrated, and Germans too. A lot of Italians migrated to Argentina after World War II. They've got a huge Italian population. Manu Ginobili, Argentinian Italian. The Compazzo, the Pizzaiolo is Italian by way of Argentina.
You're talking about
I don't know.
Shit in the goddamn
Are you doing
I
this
don't know what's
23andMe
going
on all
on
the
here. I don't
Argentinians?
and his crap. I'm tired of his crap.
Let me say this. Let me pull us out of that. And let me say this.
What, the Germans moving to Argentina? You ain't
Let
know
me
about
say
that?
this. I don't know anything about what Dennis Schroeder
Former Army members
Dirk
after World
Nowitzki
War II.
Wagner twins. I don't know where they come from. Let me say this. I think I'm mostly with Draymond here. The only time I still get sick, I will admit, I don't really get sick of Draymond's bullshit, and I recognize that it's bullshit. I like it though. The thing I get sick of is when he pretends that he invented podcasting. That's where I'm like, yo, back the fuck off, Draymond.
New media.
All right, back the fuck off. All right, but with this stuff, my question would be in response to Draymond though is like, what if that's what Tom Thibodeau just wants them to do no matter what? Now, you could be like, no, I got him, coach. I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna guard, I'm gonna push him out of the post, I'm gonna do whatever. But if Thibodeau's like, hey, we're fronting him, we got backside help, we got OG helping, we got Bridges helping, we got even Josh Hart getting in there and getting deflections and everything. I don't know. I don't know. Well, Mace just did emphasize that he said, we'll reiterate, if you win the game, it doesn't matter. And then 2 sentences later, winning is a mindset. So, all right. I was going to try to defend Draymond here. I don't think I can do it.
It's just ridiculous, man.
It's just an absurd thing to say. And look, I think like you said, there's a whiff of sanity to what Draymond is saying in the sense that Cat hasn't always had a defensive mindset. You know, in terms of just like, bruh, stop fouling. Stop getting 3 fouls in the first quarter of a big playoff game.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Fouls, right? Dumb fouls.
Dumb fouls, 40 feet from the basket. It's ridiculous in the biggest games of your
pushing
season.
Off against smaller players to get space and everything. Yeah.
Silly. But this specific point is just you can't be more wrong.
Now, nobody
guards this guy one-on-one. Like, nobody does it.
He's too strong.
It's absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
He moves giants around like he's like moving sacks of flour. Like it doesn't make sense. He's too strong. But I would say this. I tried to bring up the Tom Thibodeau point, and maybe he wanted him to front. They said like fuck who in the pantry. I did throw Giannis under the bus when he threw Budenholzer under the bus back when Jimmy lit them up in that first round series where he was like, hey, I didn't guard Jimmy because coach wanted Drew to guard him. And it's like, all right, man, I don't know. You are Giannis. Like, so I got to be fair there.
I got Jimmy, please. He would have cooked you.
I do have a point that I don't think you guys can push back on in defending Draymond's point here. And it's very nuanced. But if you can hold 4 fingers up, that's where his 4 fucking rings go. Be respectful of a winning mindset. Okay?
How many rings without Steph?
Man, he's played his whole career with Steph. It's not his fault. You know? Yeah, he could have gone to the Kings.
Hold on, let me get my backpack on. Let me get my backpack on.
Well, you disrespectful.
I don't know. Where'd that jump shot of his go this year? You know?
He was making everything. When
he was making everything.
It's so sad because I actually love Draymond, but it's like, fuck. Just shut up.
He's insane.
Nah, man. I'm pro Draymond. I'm pro Draymond
all of the
because
smoke is from big men, which is what I do like. It's like the guys that you actually match up against. So that's nice. Like he's always dissing Rudy, always dissing like other bigs, but this is just crazy.
But it's sad that he's turned on Cat. Cat was his guy, man. He believed in Cat, just like me. Not anymore, because he doesn't have a winning mindset. Even if winning the game doesn't matter.
Even though they won.
That's going to do it. Make sure you smash that like, smash that subscribe, Basketball Illuminati, share it on social media. Even if you have 1 follower, if you have 0 followers, hit that algorithm. Get the likes, get the comments. Say nothing but nice stuff. Waz and I can take it. Most fragile. Say nothing but nice stuff.
I am.
For Maze,
I won't read the comments, but please leave nice ones.
Yeah. For Maze, for Mo, for Waz, I'm Zach. Keep it locked and keep your third eye open with Basketball Illuminati.